ring they call me Warlord, my mother calls me Paul. You can call me Private Warren when you're filing your report. As to how I came to be here, this is what I understand. In this hospital in Germany from the Dust of Uruzgan. Well, I had just turned 28 and just bought a new car when I joined the 1st Battalion of the Big 1 RAR. And we were next up for deployment into South Afghanistan to combat the insurgents in the Dust of Uruzgan. Well, it took 7 months of training just to get into the joint. There were push-ups and procedures, and there was death by PowerPoint, and then the RSO&I course in Ali al-Salam. But nothing can prepare you for the Dust of Uruzgan. And me and Benny sat together, flying into Kandahar, and we sucked back on our near beers in the Camp Baker bar. We were up at 05:30 and on the Hurricane out in 20 flying minutes, and we were into Taran Count. And we shook hands as the boys ripped out from MRTF1. And pretty soon we're out patrolling in the Afghan summer sun, walking through the green zones with a star in my hand, body armor chafing through the Dust of Uruzgan. Well, we started up near Chora, working 14 hours a day. Mentor in a Kandak from the Afghan 4th Brigade, down through the Baluchi into eastern Dorashan, working under open skies in the Dust of Uruzgan. Well, it's a long, long way from Townsville, not like any place you've seen. Suddenly you're walking through the 14th century. Women under burqas and tribal warlords rule a land full of goats and muck and jingle trucks is the Dust of Uruzgan. And the education minister can neither read nor write, and the Minister for Women runs a knock shop there at night. They've been fighting there forever over water, food and land, murdering each other in the Dust of Uruzgan. Yeah, there's nothing about the province that's remotely fair or just, but worse than the corruption is the endless fucking dust. Fine as talcum powder on the ground and in the air, and it gets into your eyes, and it gets into your hair, and it gets into your weapon, and it gets into your boots. And when the bureaucrats all show up there, it gets into their suits. It gets in the machinery and foils every plan. There's something quite symbolic about the Dust of Uruzgan. Still, the people can be gracious, and they're courteous and smart. And when the children look into your eyes, they walk into your heart. Face each day with courage, and each year without a plan, beyond scratching for survival in the Dust of Uruzgan. But the Taliban are ruthless. They keep the people terrorized with roadside bombs and hangings and leaving letters in the night. And they have no useful vision for the children of this land, but to keep them praying on their knees in the Dust of Uruzgan. It was a quiet Saturday morning when the two shop made a call on a compound of interest to the east of Kop Mashal. We had some information that they were building IEDs, and so we called it and we searched it in accord with SOPs. Well, I was on the west flank picket, propped there with Ben, there to keep a watchful eye out while the other blokes went in. We saw the signs of danger from the TTPs we'd learned, but the Nationals were moving back and forth without concern. I'd been static there for hours when I shifted slightly back. My foot tripped an AP mine and everything went black. Woke up on the gurney, flat out on my back. I had to ask him 7 times just to get the facts. Did I live to tell this story through a simple twist of fate? The main charge lay 10 feet away from the pressure plate. You see, the mine was linked by det cord to a big charge laid by hand, hidden under Benny by the Dust of Uruzgan. I was a Queensland champ Thai boxer. Now I look south of my knee, and all I see is bed sheets where my right foot used to be. Benny's dead and buried underneath Australian sand, but his spirit's out there wandering through the dust. Through the dust of Uruzgan. It's the city of my birth, and some go back to Ballarat and some go back to Perth. I'll be living with my mother, who's still trying to understand why we're spending blood and treasure in the dust of Uruzgan.